Sure-Make Natural Casing Wieners with all the toppings. The crowd loves it, and you get credit for a rebound. Sure-Make defines authentic Wisconsin. Naturally smoked, no fillers. Enjoy that authentic Wisconsin snap by picking up Sure-Make Natural Casing Wieners. Motion W on the label at your local supermarket. Sure-Make.
Countryside Ford.
Countryside Ford, 330 Transit Road in Columbus, invites you to take advantage of terrific deals they have on the brand new 2018 Ford F-150 pickup trucks. Get up to $11,000 off MSRP. You'll find over 100 of these brand new F-150s on the Countryside Ford lot. The Ford F-150 Super Crew XLT 4x4s are well equipped. I'm talking heated seats, touchscreen remote start with a chrome package and sports packages available. Countryside Ford has great deals on cars too. Buy a brand new 2018 Ford Escape S for just $19,945 after discounts and rebates. Then there's the 2018 Ford Focus SE. You pay only $15,320 after rebates and discounts. You can also check out the all-new 2018 Ford EcoSport 4x4. After discounts and rebates, it's yours for just $20,990. Get that new pickup or car today at Countryside Ford, 330 Transit Road in Columbus, where deals are red hot. They'll see you at Countryside Ford in Columbus.
Small town, big savings. Countryside Ford.
Get more out of your home so you can put more into your home. Landmark Credit Union is offering a home equity line of credit starting at only 1.99% APR for 12 months, as low as 3.99% APR after. To learn more, visit landmarkcu.com, call 262-796-4500, or stop in one of our 31 branch locations, including Beaver Dam, Fall River, for details about credit costs and terms. Landmark Credit Union, you're worth more here. Equal housing opportunity.
The Idea Exchange is on AM 1430 WBEV. You're tuned into your source for delicious recipes, helpful household hints, and clever tips that you can use every day. Call the show and offer up your own ideas. 920-885-4446. That's 920-885-4446. It's The Idea Exchange on AM 1430 WBEV. Here's your host, Brenda Murphy.
And good morning and welcome to The Local Dish with Brenda Murphy, myself, and Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly. A little bit later on in the program, Bill Leises from Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is going to be joining us, and we are going to be showing you some easy and quick Mother's Day breakfast ideas, because what mom doesn't love breakfast in bed on Mother's Day? So you want to make sure that if you are just listening on WBEV 1430, that you get to your smartphone, your computer, your tablet, and download dailydodge.com. Click on the video tab, and you'll be able to watch us throughout the entire show. You can also call in at 885-4446. If you're calling long distance from anywhere in the United States that you might be watching this, 920-885-4446. And we'd love to hear comments from you as we are doing our show today. So dailydodge.com, click on the video tab, and you can watch us live from now until 11 o'clock this morning. I also encourage you to call in with any comments that you have, and you have a chance to win this cool apron. We had some of these printed up, and we're going to be giving one away each segment, each local dish with Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly. And the way to do that is to send your favorite idea, your favorite breakfast recipe. You can email that at ideaexchange@goodkarmabrands.com. That email again is ideaexchange@goodkarmabrands.com. You can drop off your recipe, or you can call anytime within either tomorrow or early next week. Share your favorite breakfast idea, and then we will be drawing from one of those recipes a chance for you to win this fun apron. It has pockets in it so that if you want to stash your recipe or a few extra things in there while you're running around the kitchen, you can do so. So a fun chance for you to win a fun apron, and that is brought to you by Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly as well. Now, you know, if you've listened to my show in the past, that I always like to showcase bizarre food holidays and just regular holidays. So today is Administrative Professionals Day. It's also Hug a Friend. I think someone said once you need 13 hugs a day in order to have a really healthy and stress-free day. Giving someone a hug is a great way for you to release stress and for them to release stress as well. It's National Bird Day, and so I found a couple of jokes from an author. It was Nat Geo for Kids a couple years ago. They put together this really cool book on birding. So, what is a Canadian goose's favorite TV show? If you don't know, it's a documentary. And what type of books do owls like to read? Whodunits. So there's a couple of bird jokes that you can pass along to your friends and family today on National Bird Day. It's also Pretzel Day, and pretzels are the world's oldest snack. I don't know if you know that or not, but they were first around in 610 AD. It was a monastery in either France or northern Italy. Nobody's really knows for sure. The monks called them pretiolas, meaning little reward in Italy. And in Italy it was called braciola, which means little arms, because the pretzels kind of looked like they had crossed arms. The pretzel then traveled to Austria and Germany, and I think probably the Germans kind of took it on as their own food. It became known as a bretzel and then morphed into a pretzel. Germans ate pretzels because they were thought to bring good luck, prosperity, and spiritual wholeness. The hunt was doing some research on the day of the pretzel. German children would look for hidden pretzels in haylofts or barns throughout their parents' farms, and then that eventually introduced the tradition of the egg hunts, where eggs would be hidden out on the farms. And of course today they're hidden all over in parks and wherever other organizations, or maybe even in your own backyard, you'd like to do that for Easter. So those are our bizarre food holidays today, but I also want to tell you about today's theme. We are doing a Mother's Day theme, and you might have stories of gifts that you remember giving your mom or making for your mom. I have a couple of ideas for kids to be able to make things for their mom this Mother's Day. I do remember going with my grandma. She lived over in Columbus, and we went looking for a Mother's Day gift for my mom. Now, my mom had 5 children, 5 years and under, and I wanted to give her something really special. So I found these slippers. I still remember them. They were kind of lavender, and they had the real soft, fuzzy fabric on them. They were slip-on, so they were kind of like mules with a little bit of a heel. They were not practical for a mom of 5 kids, but they were so beautiful. And I said to my grandma, oh, I really want to get these for my mom. And I'm sure she was rolling her eyes and thinking, your mother's never going to wear these. They're not practical. But she didn't say that to me. She said, sure, we can get those for your mom. So we bought them, and I wrapped them up, and I gave them to my mom. I never did ask her what she thought of that gift, but kids have their own ideas for making things for mom, and maybe you can trigger that and help stimulate some creativity with some of the things that I'm going to show you today. I also remember stories from my children making me Mother's Day gifts, and if any of you are listening, you can call in if you'd like and share or elaborate on the story. But I remember I had a heart-shaped pan that was made out of silicone, and my children thought it would be fun to do the pancakes, pour the pancake batter into that silicone pan. It was only for the microwave, but they put it in the oven, and all of a sudden, and Mom, don't get out of bed. Mom, we're bringing you breakfast in bed. I could smell, how plastic burns and that smell. So I, of course, had to get out of bed and go downstairs. And here in the oven, It dripped over the sides, of course, made a huge mess on the bottom of my oven, but it was the thought that counted, and they were so proud. They were trying to make me breakfast. I remember a couple other times when they were smaller, and they'd be trying to balance the tray all the way up the stairs without spilling the juice and without tripping, and lots of giggles and noise downstairs when cookie sheets were falling on the floor or things tumbling out of the cupboards and whatever. But you can probably think back to your own Mother's Day gift ideas that you received, or maybe this will just spark some ideas for you as well. So I do also remember burnt toast. They would try to make toast and jam because, of course, that's really easy. And, of course, you could smell that burnt toast for a while, and then it kind of lingered into the house after breakfast was over. But we have some great ideas for you today that you shouldn't have burnt smell, and that maybe just with a little help from adult, some assistance, because we're using a waffle iron, and that can get a little bit warm or a little bit hot. You want to make sure that you're careful with that. But we're going to show you some great ideas, and we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I will share some different craft ideas for you. So we'll be back after these messages.
Well, it's getting warmer outside, and the deals are really starting to heat up at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly on the beautiful east side of Beaver Dam. And Leslie, I understand that if you stop at a Piggly Wiggly this week, you're going to be able to pick up strawberries at a great deal.
That's right. 1 pound package of California premium strawberries, $1.88. They do have a limit of 3 on those, but they also have the 4-count dessert shells on sale, so you can make strawberry shortcake at 99 cents. I love to go by the meat case at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly and just drool all over the beautiful food. Those steaks look so great, and the T-bone steaks are $6.99 a pound right now, certified Angus beef. Good time to stock up on your Food Club veggies as well. They've got select corn peas and green beans, 39 cents, limit of 6 with your cards. And the Sheboygan hard rolls or brat buns are just $1.99 for the 6-count.
Can't go wrong with deals like that at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly on the beautiful east side of Beaver Dam.
Say hello to fresh ideas.
Beaver Dam Community Hospital's urgent care is now open 24 hours a day. That means your family can get the care you need, whenever you need it. Call 920-887-7181 or visit bdch.com/emergency-services for more information.
How often do you hear of a dental office celebrating 100 years of combined dental experience? Well, that's the case with the dental offices of Drs. Esser, Krieger, and Borja of Horicon in Beaver Dam.
This is Dr. Jean Esser. I started dental practice in Horicon in 1980, and if there's one thing I've learned in those 37 years, it is that no two patients are alike. Different patients have different concerns and different priorities. We promise to listen to those concerns and plan your dental treatment accordingly.
Hi, this is Ted Krieger. I have 32 years of dental experience. If you have lost teeth, we specialize in implant placement and restoration too.
Hi, this is John Borja. I have 31 years of dental experience. If you are new to the area or looking for a dental team with extensive dental experience, contact Esser, Krieger, Borja dental offices in Horicon or Beaver Dam, or check us out at ekbdental.com.
With Verizon Unlimited, you get the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America.
And at Wireless Zone of Beaver Dam, your local Verizon retailer, we have all the devices you need with features like dual lens cameras, smart assistants, long battery life, and water resistance.
So stop by Wireless Zone of Beaver Dam and experience our small town hospitality and service.
New device payment purchase required, subject to VZW agreements, calling plan, and credit approval. See VZW.com.
Now back to Brenda and the Idea Exchange.
And welcome back. Spring is here. The weather is perfect. And so now's a great time for you to take your sewing machine in to have it cleaned and serviced. Daniel Alt of Ultimate Sewing Machine Repair can help you. And while you're there, you can demo an innovative new brand. Call Ultimate Sewing Machine Repair in Fox Lake to schedule a time to take your machine in for a spring cleaning. Daniel is ready to provide exceptional service with quick turnaround time. Let him keep you in stitches. Just call AULT. That's a Fox Lake number, 928-2858. And of course, our phone number is 920-885-4446. If you would like to comment on today's program. A little bit later in the program, we are going to be showcasing different ways that you can make waffles, breakfast ideas for mom. And Bill and I are going to be in a little bit of a competition, so we'd like you to call in or let us know what your favorite recipe or dish is from today. You can let us know what you really liked. I do want to share, before we get to the main segment of our local dish with Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, I'd like to share a couple of craft ideas. You can make a coupon booklet for mom. I will provide a link to this website. This I got from Better Homes and Gardens, and I did not have time to color in the flowers and all the different things on the coupon, but says it's a set of Mother's Day coupons just for you to mom, and then your child can write their name. This is good for one big hug. I'll set the dinner table all week. This coupon is good for breakfast in bed, and we're going to show you some great ideas that you can use or you can help your children make. This coupon is good for 1 hour of alone time, so mom can do whatever she wants and won't have to worry. Hopefully dad is watching the kids then, or you have an older brother or sister who can help out. Tonight you can pick the movie. Mom gets to pick the movie. I will pick up all of my toys. I'll read you a story at bedtime rather than having mom read the story. And then this coupon is good for one, and you can fill in the blank of whatever you think mom would really enjoy. So I will have this link. It prints out in 3 separate sheets. You can just cut those, let the kids color in however they want, add whatever sayings or writings or their name on it, and you can give that to mom as a really fun and really thoughtful gift that really doesn't take any money, just only your time. I also will include this link. This I found on Hallmark Traditions and Activities, or I can't remember exactly what the website is, but I will have that link also. You can make these flowers. These are just scrapbook paper, and what I have done is actually my daughter did these for me a number of years ago for Mother's Day. She was in college and she was rather poor, but she wanted to give me a gift. So she took a dowel, wrapped it with a little bit of ribbon, and glued that on there. And then just different colored scrapbook papers. And with the templates that you have on here, you can cut those out and utilize that pattern. And then she just used a little pail along with some colored stones that you use in a fish tank to hold the flowers in place. So that's another fun gift idea, to make a paper bouquet for mom. We need to take another break, but we'll be back after these messages.
It's time to get to Jung Garden Center for all of your gardening needs. There's still time to get a head start on flowering bulbs such as begonias, caladiums, and dahlias. Jung's Bare Root Room is open, and bare root can be planted as soon as the soil is thawed and dries out. By planting bare root early, the roots have a chance to establish before the leaves appear. Soak the roots for 24 hours in water with Root Stimulator. Be sure to stop at Jung's early for the best selection of fruit trees, strawberries and raspberries. Potatoes and onions are now available. It will soon be time for the first application of lawn fertilizer. Jung's has the best fertilizer for your lawns. Grass grows more vigorously in cool weather. The better your lawn grows, the less problems you will have with weeds. Jung's crabgrass preventer should be applied when the forsythias are in bloom. For more information, talk to Jung's staff. Jung's store hours are 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 Saturday. Jung's is always closed on Sunday.
Wouldn't you love the chance to win bingo and be entered to win a chair and ottoman from McKinstry's Home Furnishings valued at $1,200? Pick up your bingo card at McKinstry's Home Furnishings at 131 Front Street in Beaver Dam from April 25th through May 4th. Then, once you have your bingo card, tune in to AM 1430 WBEV May 7th through June 30th every weekday between 9:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. for the bingo word of the day. Must be 18 years of age to play. One bingo card per person. Winner to be announced on July 5th.
Grand Slam Savings during the spring sales event at Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Ripon. A new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee, sale price as low as $31,930 or lease for only $309 a month. A new 2018 Chrysler Pacifica, sale price as low as $28,264 or lease for only $299 a month. Both leases are for 36 months, $19.99 due and no security deposit. For a steal of a deal, say! Come to Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon and Waupun.
Plus tax, title, and dealer service fee, subject to approved credit.
Now back to Brenda and the Idea Exchange.
Thank you very much, John. I have one other craft project that I want to show you. This is a fun one that kids will really like. I am using a jar of Nutella because who doesn't like hazelnut spread? And we're going to be using that, or you can use that with some of the breakfast ideas that we're doing. But you could also make these cute little flowers by melting chocolate. If you have the chocolate candy melts, you could use white or you could use the chocolate, and you just put those in the microwave and then spread a little bit of that on top of a square little pretzel. Since it's pretzel day, we're using pretzels in our craft. And it's very easy to do. You just need some colored M&Ms, and you need 6 of them. You're going to spread just a little bit of that hazelnut spread on top of the pretzel. And then you want to take 1 M&M that you put in the center, and we'll do purple and yellow today. And then you need 6 M&Ms around the outside edge, like so. And then this will take about 15 minutes or so to chill in the refrigerator. And try not to get any chocolate on there. And you've got some cute little flowers that you can present to Mom after after you have eaten all of the breakfast ideas. So that is our cooking craft idea. I do also want to mention that if you are out and about and running errands today, you can go to Walker's Family Restaurant. Their soup and sandwich today is a Denver. They also are featuring a pork tenderloin sandwich or almond chicken salad, baked chicken, which is one of Walker's house specialties. And they're featuring stuffed peppers today. You want to save room for dessert. Today's features are tropical pie and carrot cake. So make sure you stop in at Walker's because you're going to find something for everyone on the menu. And I do want to talk about one more thing before we bring in Bill Leises from Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, and that is a whole wheat waffle recipe that I found a number of years ago. I think I found it in Quick Cooking magazine, and this recipe has served, oops, is my, you need to, oh, okay, all right. This recipe has served me well while, probably for the past 15 or so years. What I like about it is that you can make it up, and then if you don't use the entire batch, I like to freeze them in halves, wrap it in wax paper, put it in a Ziploc freezer bag, and then I just take one out in the morning, put it in the microwave for 45 seconds, and I have a nice, warm, tasty waffle that's all set to go. So I am not going to mix that up for you because there isn't really time for that, but it calls for 4 cups of whole wheat flour, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of toasted wheat germ, 1 cup of toasted oat bran, 1 cup of buttermilk blend, 3 tablespoons baking powder, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now it utilizes the whole wheat flour, the wheat germ, the oat bran, which gives a lot of extra fiber to these. And when I first made them, the whole wheat flour, if you're not used to whole wheat flour, the taste can be kind of strong. So what I do is add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon when I'm going to make up a batch of these. You mix up all of those ingredients. I put them in a gallon Ziploc bag and just keep it in my refrigerator, because once you open up that can of buttermilk blend, you do need to keep that refrigerated. When you're ready to make the waffles, you're going to take 2 cups of the flour mix, and then you're going to add 2 eggs, 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and 2 tablespoons of honey. So to make this up, you mix up all of those dry ingredients, place it in an airtight container, or I use a Ziploc bag because it can stay flat in my refrigerator. And then when you're going to prepare the waffles, 2 cups of waffles, you put that in a large mixing bowl. I add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon at that time, and then you add the eggs, the water, the oil, and the honey. Stir that just until mixed, and then you bake that in your preheated waffle iron according to the manufacturer's directions until they're golden brown. And this recipe will yield about 8.5 cups of the mix, 8.5 to 9 cups. And so when you're making up one batch, it will make about 5 whole waffles, or about 10 halves. Usually a half a waffle is enough for me because of the fiber in there. It's nice and filling. Now you could also take this recipe, and instead of using the cinnamon, you could add 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice at Thanksgiving time, or in the fall if you like pumpkin flavor. That would work out very well. Or you could use apple pie slice and then do apple pie filling over the top, or sauteed apples and use that over the top of your waffles. Or I did try making chocolate waffles with this recipe, and if you, instead of using the 2.5 cups of the flour mixture, if instead of using the 2, if you use 1.5 cups of the flour mixture and add 1/2 cup of cocoa powder, then you can add in a few little mini chocolate chips, and that will give you a really nice tasting chocolate waffle without being too chocolatey. And then just sprinkle a little powdered sugar over the top, and you've got kind of a fun Sunday brunch idea. So this whole wheat waffle mix is a great one. Again, it makes up a large batch of waffles. I usually set them out on wire racks and let them cool completely. Then I wrap them in wax paper, put them in a Ziploc bag, and put them in my freezer. And that way, at any given time when I'm in a hurry, want a quick breakfast that I can do in just a minute and a half or so, then I've got that all handy. Or it makes up a nice big batch if you're serving a large crowd for a breakfast or a brunch idea. Again, we have Bill Lysis from Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly coming up at 10 o'clock. If you have any questions during our program, or if you want to call in and vote on, oh yeah, I like Bill's recipe the best, or yeah, Brenda, I like the way you did that, or once you see the cute garnishes that Bill is going to do for us, you might want to call in and comment. We'd love to hear from you. And John Kraft will be handling all of those calls and then send them out to us. So 885-4446 is our phone number. Again, get your favorite breakfast recipe idea ready so that beginning tomorrow and then for a few days next week, we'll allow you to submit your favorite recipe, and we'll do a drawing for one of our fun aprons that you can win just simply by submitting that recipe. And then we'll be posting those recipes at dailydodge.com on our recipe page, so you can take a look at all the ones that were sent in. So we are going to take a quick break, get set up for our local dish with Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly. So stay with us, and we'll be back after the news.
Columbus Community Hospital, well into the future. Need a hip replacement? The average stay of Columbus Community Hospital is 1.8 days. Columbus Community Hospital, building a caring relationship, one patient at a time.
Sure Make Sausage and the Wisconsin Badgers present Authentic Wisconsin Defined.
It's a fast break.
You're at the Badger game and the opponent calls an unexpected timeout. Time for a fast break to the concession stand to pick up a Sure Make all beef Big W dog. It's well known that a fast break can lead to an easy score. Sure Make defines authentic Wisconsin, naturally smoked, no fillers. Pick up Sure Make Big W dogs with Bucky's picture on the label and look for our summer sausage display featuring the Wisconsin Badgers. Sure Make.
Whether you're around town or across the country, American Bank believes you shouldn't have to pay to access your money. That's why American Bank is proud to be part of the MoneyPass ATM network. Hi, this is Amanda Emery Morris with American Bank. By using your debit or ATM card from American Bank, you have access to over 25,000 surcharge-free ATMs from coast to coast. To find a MoneyPass Network ATM near where you live, work, or travel, visit AmericanBankBD.com/MoneyPass. American Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
So, are you going to see Nana's Naughty Knickers?
Does this Nana want her knickers seen?
No, it's the new Beaver Dam Area Community Theater production. It's about an enterprising senior citizen lingerie boutique owner who's spending her golden years in a most unorthodox way.
Oh, I think I will see Nana's Naughty Knickers. So where does Nana keep her naughty knickers?
Oh, under.
Under where?
Exactly.
Exactly. What?
Show dates are April 27th and the 28th, and May 3rd, 4th, and 5th at 7:30 p.m., and April 29th and May 6th at 2 p.m. Prices are $10, $15, and $17. When your little sweet law-breaking nanny is your roommate, you learn more than you ever could have guessed about what she's been up to in her golden years. Be sure to get your tickets today, online at bdact.org or at Recheck's Food Pride in Beaver Dam. Will Nana get arrested? Or even worse, evicted? Get your tickets today to find out.
For the latest local news online anytime for free, log on to dailydodge.com. Brought to you by Vita Park Eye Associates, John Deere Horicon Works, and American Bank.
We are coming up on ABC News, then part 2 of the Idea Exchange here on WBEV Beaver Dam. Take advantage of the Countryside Ford Quick Lane Works package. Oil change, tire rotation, free inspection, $39.95. No appointment necessary. Countryside Ford, 330 Transit Road, Columbus.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. President Trump's pick to head up the VA has bowed out. Admiral Ronnie Jackson saying allegations of drinking and improperly prescribing drugs are untrue, but also a distraction.
President Trump on Fox News brushing off the allegations against former Veterans Affairs Secretary nominee Ronnie Jackson.
There's no proof of this, and he has a perfect record. He's got this beautiful record, unblemished.
The president upset with Montana Democratic Senator John Tester, whose office investigated claims against Jackson.
I think John Tester has to have a big price to pay in Montana.
The president says he already has someone in mind for the VA.
Somebody with political capability.
All right. Arlette Saenz, ABC News, the White House.
The president's lawyer, Michael Cohen, says he's going to plead the fifth in the Stormy Daniels lawsuit filed in Los Angeles. In New York, ABC's Aaron Katursky says Cohen is coming up in another hearing.
Michael Cohen and federal prosecutors are sparring over who gets the first look at documents seized by federal agents. The judge is considering whether to appoint an independent referee. President Trump opposes that, saying only he should decide what documents are subject to the attorney-client privilege.
EPA head Scott Pruitt, dogged by questions about spending and ethics scandals, is facing a House committee hearing right now.
Administrator Pruitt has brought secrecy, conflicts of interest, and scandal to the EPA. In any other administration, Republican or Democrat, you would be long gone by now.
New Jersey Congressman Frank Pallone. Investigators in California say they have so-called Golden State Killer, former cop Joseph D'Angelo, now accused in a string of murders and rapes in the 1970s and 80s. Margaret Wardlow was a victim and remembers her attacker.
Do you want to die? Do you want me to kill your mother? And he asked in a very harsh whisper, like, do you want to die? Do you want me to kill your mother? I just told him, I don't care.
This is day 2 of deliberations in the sex assault retrial of Bill Cosby in suburban Philadelphia. No school for thousands in Arizona and Colorado as teachers walk out in protest over pay and education funding. You're listening to ABC News.
Hi, I'm Bob Vila. I've spent my career bringing out the potential in homes across the country. As a business owner, I'm always looking for ways to simplify my life. For small businesses, there's the Cabbage Card. The Cabbage Card is linked to a line of credit of up to $250,000. Access your line to make purchases with cash, check, or wherever credit cards are accepted. Apply online and get a quick decision. Access what you need for everything from supplies to bills to travel expenses. Kabbage has provided access to more than $4 billion in funding to over 130,000 businesses. And they're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. Get the security of a line of credit with the convenience of a card.
Visit Kabbage.com/simplify or call 855-KABBAGE to get $100 back when you take your first loan. That's 855-KABBAGE with a K. Credit lines and pricing are subject to periodic review and change. This is not a revolving account. Individual requests for capital or separate installment loans. All Kabbage business loans are issued by Celtic Bank, a Utah Chartered Industrial Bank, member FDIC.
Questions raised about why the suspect in the murders of 4 people at a Tennessee Waffle House wasn't caught long before the attack.
At a Colorado crane company last year, a supervisor was so concerned about Travis Reinking that she asked the Secret Service to detain him after he was arrested at the White House. Police in Illinois likewise knew about Reinking's odd behavior. Reinking himself had placed a panic call to 911.
But somehow they're like getting on my Facebook, they're getting on my YouTube, they're getting on my
Despite the red flags, Reinking stands accused of murdering 4 people at a Tennessee Waffle House on Sunday.
ABC's Jim Ryan. Another country following the U.S. in moving its embassy in Jerusalem.
The president of the Czech Republic is promising his country will transfer its embassy to Jerusalem following the lead of the U.S. President Milo Zeman said it will happen in 3 phases, but he didn't give a timetable. The first phase, he said, will come in May with the opening of an honorary consulate in Jerusalem. More Czech institutions will follow until finally the embassy. But the Czech Foreign Ministry did not immediately confirm the embassy move, and that's raising doubts that it may not have the backing of the prime minister. Jordana Miller, ABC News, Jerusalem.
Hit-and-run deaths have hit an all-time high in the U.S. AAA says just over 2,000 people were killed in 2016 by hit-and-runs, a 62% jump. Over the course of 7 years, most of the people killed in the crashes were either on foot or riding bikes. The worst states for hit-and-runs, New Mexico and Louisiana. This is ABC News.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Don't let the credit card companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. Get free of credit card debt, signature loans, department store cards, internet loans, and medical bills. Total Financial Freedom has helped thousands. They're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, too. Don't go bankrupt. You'll have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Call Total Financial now at 866-844-7344. That's 866-844-7344.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
And for the latest local news online all the time for free, log on to the new dailydodge.com where we stream live. It is 10:05. Back to Brenda and the Idea Exchange.
Thank you very much, John. Again, if you've got information that you would like to share, if you'd like to comment on the program this morning, we are streaming live at dailydodge.com on the video tab. That's all you have to do to click to be able to watch us. Or you can just listen to us, too, at AM 1430 WBEV. We did get a couple of calls from listeners. Somebody wanted to know where they could pick up the craft idea links. After the program today, I will be posting them on the Idea Exchange page for today's date. And once we get the recipes up, I will post them on the recipe page as well. If you would like to go and find them right now, the coupon booklet was from Better Homes and Gardens. If you do BHG/Mother's Day, you'll see lots of different ideas there, so you can download it and print that off right away. And the other idea for the paper flowers came from Hallmark Ideas and Inspiration. So if you go to that particular website, if you want to get those right away. Otherwise, they will be at dailydodge.com on the Idea Exchange tab, as well as on the link when we post the recipes. And then we did have someone call in to say that this mom's boys didn't make her breakfast in bed, but they cooked supper for her. They took a can of tomato soup, but they added 3 cans of water to the tomato soup. So there was plenty of tomato soup, she said, for everybody to go around. So thanks for sharing your stories with us, and feel free to do that, to give us a call, to interact with us. And again, if you've got a great tasting recipe, you'll be able to call that in tomorrow, or you can email that. The email address is ideaexchange@goodkarmabrands.com. And then we are going to be drawing one name from one of those recipes submitted for a chance to receive one of our new aprons that we are wearing today. And right now I want to introduce Bill Lyses to the program. Welcome back.
Hi, thank you.
I didn't scare you off last time,
No.
so you decided to make another appearance.
Yes.
And today we're going to be showcasing Mother's Day breakfast ideas, simple, easy ways using the waffle iron. And we kind of talked about different things. So we're going to have a nice friendly competition. You're going to make a few things, I'm going to make a few things, and we'll ask our viewers and listeners which ones that they think are their favorites, okay? But before we do that, I wanted just to ask you about how you got interested in cooking. Have you always liked to cook ever since you were little?
I really did. I cooked a lot with my mother. I just really enjoyed it. And then I kind of started my career a little late in the cooking business. I started at the Oshkosh Hilton. And then I just moved up the ladder and became a chef and just enjoy it a lot.
And so do you like to just take an idea, or you see a food that you think is interesting and just kind of create a recipe around that?
I do. I very rarely follow I might see a recipe, use it as a guideline, but I always kind of do my own thing.
Well, I understand that's the essence of a true chef, that they can just, and see, I don't consider myself a chef. I think I'm more of a baker than a chef, but I know chefs really don't do much for baking.
You have the chef, and then you have the baker.
So because I kind of like to know how it's going to go and how it's going to turn out, but you like the adventure of just being able to throw things together and taste it and toss a little bit more spices or seasonings or things like that.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the part where 1 tablespoon or a pound of flour, it's a little of this, it's a little of that.
Okay, and do you have any remembrances of gifts that you gave your mom or made your mom?
I really don't.
You don't?
we gave her a card, gave her a present,
sure.
And we always seem to go out to eat.
For Mother's Day, so she didn't have to cook.
Yes.
Yes, that's a good thing to do for moms too. For Mother's Day is take them out for dinner or make them breakfast in bed. And do you have a favorite breakfast food?
I really like a good biscuits and gravy.
Oh, okay, okay.
Homemade hash browns I really liked to make.
They're nice and crispy on the outside, right?
Yes. Yeah. The key to that is don't peek.
Okay, right. Just let them cook. Yeah. All right. Well, if you have a favorite breakfast food, you can always call in and share that as we're doing our demonstrating. We do have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we are going to have our first sort of cook-off. Bill is going to be making an omelet in a bag, and I am going to be doing an omelet in the waffle iron. So stay tuned. We'll be back after this. It's time to get to Jung's Garden Center for all of your gardening needs. Jung's Bare Root Room is open, and bare root can be planted as soon as the soil is thawed and dries out. By planting bare root early, the roots have a chance to establish before the leaves appear. Soak the roots for 24 hours in water with root stimulator added. It's the best time for fruits like raspberries, grapes, and blueberries, as well as tree fruits like apples, plums, and pears. Be sure to stop at Jung's early for the best selection of more than 20 apple varieties. It will soon be time for the first application of lawn fertilizer. Jung's has the best fertilizer for your lawns. Grass grows more vigorously in cool weather. The better your lawn grows, the less problems you will have with weeds. Jung's crabgrass preventer should be applied now to inhibit crabgrass from invading your lawn. For more information, talk to Jung's friendly staff. Jung's store hours are 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 Saturday. Jung's is closed on Sunday.
In today's fast-paced world of go, go, go and should have been yesterday, Benvenuto's is excited to announce their convenient, all-new take and bake pizzas. That's right, they have taken the same great quality and all-natural ingredients you love and made it even easier to enjoy. Now you can have that same great taste on your schedule, straight from your oven. Call or stop in today to take and bake your pizza. Be sure to go online to see their full menu at benvenutos.com. Benvenutos in Beaver Dam.
I have sleep apnea. I woke up early one morning and couldn't get back to sleep, so I went downstairs to my recliner without my CPAP machine. I fell back to sleep, but not really. It was back to the old days of apnea, waking up with a snort.
because I wasn't breathing and getting the oxygen I need. If you or your partner have apnea, you'll know about that snort, and many times the serious snoring that goes on. Fact is, there are serious health issues associated with sleep apnea, and it's not a good idea to let it go, whether it's you or your partner. I was diagnosed many years ago, and with my CPAP machine, I sleep like a baby, and I feel so much better during my waking hours. I see Dr. Danny Yesh for my checkups, and he's got the latest and greatest CPAP supplies, too. Dr. Yesh is at 130 Warren Street in Beaver Dam, right behind the hospital. He also has an office in the hospital at Watertown. To make an appointment at either location, call Beaver Dam 885-5225, 885-5225.
And now back to Brenda and the Idea Exchange.
And welcome back to our local dish with Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly. Bill Lysis and myself are going to be showing you how, first of all, how to make omelets. Not the regular way where you have to only make one at a time. But Bill is going to show you a quick and easy way of doing what's called omelets in a bag. So, Bill, if you want to get started and talk a little bit about that, we'll let you go first.
All right. So you want a freezer Ziploc bag. I'm going to crack 2 eggs. Trying to figure out where to crack this here. Gonna put them in the bag. Just to shake them, right? Oh, I got a little shell in there.
Well, that's a little extra protein, right?
We don't want that. There. I'm going to squeeze the yolk just a little bit, shake it up, kind of to scramble it a little bit. And then you can put whatever ingredients you would like. I have bell peppers here. I'm going to put in a little cheese, some bacon. You could use ham, sausage, some onion, some black olive.
All things I love, so that would be a perfect omelet for me. I love everything
you're going
they put in there.
I'm going to start to zip this, but then I'm going to hold it like this to get the air out. As much air as you can, then I'm going to finish zipping it. And then just going to put it into the boiling water. And that takes 13 minutes.
I think 13 minutes. So we'll have somebody time us. It's 10:15 right now, so we'll have somebody time that to let us know. And I'm going to show you how to do an omelet in a bag, or omelet in the waffle iron. Now, with the omelet in the bag, if you have a larger pot, you could do up to 6 or 7, depending. Yeah. I think it's 5 or 6 or something like that, all at one time. Everybody makes their own. You can use muffin tins to put all the little extras in, and then everybody can go through your buffet line or at the kitchen counter and customize their own. I am going to make an omelet in the waffle iron, and I tried this at home doing just 2 eggs, but I found that my waffle maker is a little bit deeper, and so it needs 3 eggs to kind of fill it out. And so I think I can just use this little mixer here. So I'm going to just whisk the eggs a little bit and then add onions. I'll do a few onions. You can do like a tablespoon at a time. I'm going to add a few black olives because I love that as well. And some cheese. I'll put a little cheese in there. And the green peppers, that's going to give it some nice color. And a little bit of the bacon bits too. So we're just going to stir that up again, and I've preheated my waffle iron, and you just pour that in. It's nice and hot, ready to go. And that fills up nicely. We can move those little bits of veggies around. Mine I set for 4 minutes. Actually, I hit 5, so I'll have to kind of watch it here. And we will flip that through and let those cook. So when the omelet in the waffle iron comes out, it's going to be nice and light and fluffy. You could add a little bit of salsa on the side. You can add some salt and pepper to season it to taste. Or if you wanted to add extra seasonings, you could do that as well if you like a little bit of cayenne pepper or a little bit of spicy or some chipotle or something like that. You could flavor that up to make it more of a Southwestern style or whatever. And if you're doing the waffles in the bag, that makes cleanup really, really easy. You don't have to have the omelet pan. You don't have to worry about cleanup because once that is finished, if we did this right, it should slide right out of the bag. At least that's what the instructions say.
I think this would be good too if you were to go camping.
Right.
So you could pre-make these, put them in a cooler, take them with you, and just boil your water and
have them all set to go. And of course, when you are thinking about using your waffle iron for other things, when I went online thinking about this idea for this segment, I was wondering, what kind of other things are there? Because I guess I have only used my waffle iron for making waffles, although I have talked to other teammates here and they've made paninis or they've done grilled cheese sandwiches. You can also use sweet potatoes and shred those up and make sweet potato waffles. Or I saw information using polenta, and you cut those into rounds and put those into each of the sections. And I think that would be really, really good. And then you could top that with eggplant or zucchini or some shredded Parmesan cheese or things like that. You can also make French toast sticks if you use your waffle batter and you just then cut that into slices, crisp it up a little bit more. You can do French toast sticks. You can use this for desserts as well. You can make brownies. You can use cake batter. And we're going to show you in, I think, our next segment, you can use sprinkles in your waffle batter and then make kind of like breakfast birthday waffles. So a lot of different ways that you can use the waffle iron to make all kinds of fantastic things. And if you just go online, you'll find a lot more ideas. Hash browns. Can you think of anything else you can?
With this, Brenda, with the omelet, you don't have to spray it.
No, with my waffle iron, it says do not spray. But with some of them, you do want to spray it just a little bit in order for it to come out of the pan. I've found that the oil then accumulates and then it's kind of hard to clean it out. So I did try this both ways. The first time I misted it real lightly, and then I thought, no, I don't like that mess afterwards. So I just put mine in without spraying. But I would say if you're going to do it just real lightly with Pam cooking spray or otherwise with a little bit of a mister, if you have an oil mister, that will just lightly coat your pan. And mine should be almost done. It'll start to beep here in a minute. So if you think that the waffle in the bag is a really good idea, again, you can call in and share your thoughts. If you like the waffle in the, or the omelet in the waffle iron when it comes out, you can let us know about that. While this is cooking, I do want to tell you we are just about a month, less than a month away from the 2018 Children's Radiothon. And you can support the Children's Radiothon many, many different ways. We will have auction items that on air you'll be able to call in and bid on. We also have, oh, there's mine. We also have bracelets that are $2 a piece. That's a Children's Radiothon. They come in lots of different bright colors. You can stop in at the radio station and purchase one of those. Just a fun way to say that you support Children's Radiothon. And we'll be talking more about that in upcoming days. So my waffle should be ready.
Oh.
Oops. Now let's see. Now the trick will be to see if I can pull it out of the pan here since I didn't spray it.
Well, it's coming out nice.
And just like that. Smells pretty good too.
You might win this one.
Again, that is a nice full breakfast, or you could cut it in half, or with the kids, they could just eat a little portion of it. So that is the waffle iron omelet, and we're almost coming up on time for this one. Oh, that's
13?
no. 15, I think we have just a little bit longer to go. When we come back, we'll be taking a break, and then we're going to be doing Grand's biscuits. You don't even have to mix up waffle mix. You can take the Grand's biscuits and use those, and it'll puff up into a really nice waffle. And that's what Bill's going to be showing you. And then I'm going to be showing you how you can make hash browns in the waffle iron as well. So I think we need to take a quick break. When we come back, Bill's waffle or omelet will be done, and we'll be able to showcase that, and you can see both of them. So we'll be back after this.
How does Social Security and Medicare work? When is it best for you to receive these benefits? How does this affect you if you want to keep working?
Hi, this is Sandy
and Emily
from Higher Insurance and Estate Planning.
We're hosting a free class to help educate and inform you about Medicare and Social Security benefits and help you decide what's best for your future.
To attend this free course, call us at Higher Insurance and Estate Planning at 887-0580. That's 887-0580.
Plan your next getaway with the ease and comfort Lamers Tour and Travel provides. Sit back and relax with luxury coach tours all over the United States. Check out their scheduled trips at lamerstour.com.
Come and meet those dancing feet on 42nd Street, the ultimate showbiz musical, now playing at firesidetheater.com.
Get everything you need for your projects during Menards Spring Catalog Sale. Menards has the blocks you need to create your ideal outdoor space. Whether it's flawless landscaping, a spacious patio, or a sturdy retaining wall, there's no limit to what you can create. 16-inch brick face, cobblestone, and lakestone patio blocks are your choice, 2 for $5 during Menards Spring Catalog Sale. Get spring savings now through April 29th. Plus, Menards gift cards are perfect for Mother's Day.
Save big money at Menards.
Why do patients choose Columbus Community Hospital's Prairie Ridge Center for Orthopedic Excellence for joint replacement surgery? Improved quality of life.
I had extreme knee pain because it was bone on bone. The surgery at Prairie Ridge was quick, it was efficient. Thanks to Prairie Ridge, I have no pain at all, and I've reclaimed my life.
Columbus Community Hospital and Prairie Ridge Health Clinic offers a 5-star, top-performing, high-quality program that will help you reclaim your life.
Now also serving in Marshall.
Wouldn't you love the chance to win bingo and be entered to win a chair and ottoman from McKinstry's Home Furnishings valued at $1,200? Pick up your bingo card at McKinstry's Home Furnishings at 131 Front Street in Beaver Dam from April 25th through May 4th. Then, once you have your bingo card, tune in to AM 1430 WBEV May 7th through June 30th every weekday between 9:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. for the bingo word of the day. Must be 18 years of age to play. 1 bingo card per person. Winner to be announced on July 5th.
Now let's go back to Brenda and the Idea Exchange.
I'm coming with my waffle.
Okay, so we're still learning the tricks of the trade here, getting things all set up. This is more ambitious than we did the last time. Last time we did, if you viewed that, we did our chicken in the Instant Pot with the spring vegetables. So that was just one thing. We're coordinating a lot more today to give you just a good flavor of how you can use the waffle iron. And so this time around, I am going to be okay, we want to pan in on Bill's omelet in the bag. And you didn't get a chance to see that, but it did slide right out easily, didn't Bill?
Right out.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So we've got the 2 different types or ways that you can cook an omelet. Those are really fresh Grand biscuits, aren't they? So I am going to show you now how to do hash browns in the waffle iron, and I am just going to fit these in. Let's see here. I think I can do the 3 of them like so. Because they're a little bit deeper, I like to just push down to make sure I can try to get the lid as tight as possible. And this takes about 8 minutes to cook to get it nice and crisp. So we're going to let that sit. Basically for this one, all you need is a package of frozen hash brown patties is what I put in here. If you have a waffle iron that you do use a nonstick spray on, you could spray that just a little bit in order to be able to get those patties out. And you put those in, close the lid. This will take about 6 to 8 minutes. And I did see online an idea using the tater tots. And I tried those at home a couple of times, but I could never get it to where they just came out of the pan as nicely as the omelet did. So you could give the tater tots a try. They tasted really good, but they came out kind of in sort of just a kind of an all-one lump kind of thing. And I think part of doing a breakfast or a brunch idea is the presentation. And Bill has some really cute, easy garnishes that we're going to be showing you at the end of the program. So while my hash browns cook, Bill, you're going to show us how you can make waffles without waffle mix.
Yes, I'm going to use these Grands. Just kind of exploded on me. The flaky layered original biscuits. I'm going to spray mine because I think this is the first waffle iron ever made. It's a little old. So I'm going to spray that. The first round, I'm not going to flatten these out on the first round. You can also, I'll show you in just a minute or two, another two that I'm going to roll out just a little bit with this rolling pin. So I'm just going to set these in here.
And those should only take about a minute, right?
You can see this. Yeah, 1-2 minutes.
Okay.
And they'll be done.
And we have about 1.5 minutes before we go to break at the bottom of the hour. So we might be able to show you that before we get done. Now you can talk about the other way to do it too, right?
Yeah. I'm going to roll these out just a little bit, which will, it'll be what, a little flatter?
A little flatter, but a little bit larger to kind of fill up the plate a little bit.
To fill up that square in your waffle maker. And these you could just, you could just eat them with syrup. You could put some sprinkles on. I have some sprinkles. You could do a sweet. You could do a savory one. I think it would be good as almost like a breakfast sandwich. When you put an egg in there, a piece of cheese after they're done.
Or a sausage patty would fit nicely, right? Mm-hmm. That would be a good idea too. So a lot of different options and a lot of flexibility. So this just takes a tube of the Grand biscuits. You need a rolling pin and a cutting board if you're going to roll them out, or otherwise you can just lay them in the waffle iron. And I think that if you do it this way, it only takes about a minute or so, I think. So, oh yeah, they're almost done, aren't they? And that way you get just nice little kid-size waffles that kids can make for mom for Mother's Day. That's what our theme is all about today. It's a Mother's Day breakfast ideas. And we will have more for you when we come back after the break. We're going to be showcasing 2 more ideas. So we have the waffle in a bag and the omelet in a bag, and the omelet make using the waffle iron. We're doing the Grands biscuits in place of mixing up and having to go through all the measuring and making the batter for the waffle mix. You just use Grands biscuits. Oh yeah, those are coming along pretty nicely. And you can either roll those out to flatten them up to fill the waffle iron, or you can do 4 at a time and make smaller ones. And I am cooking hash browns. There's about 4 minutes left of the hash browns. We're going to send it back to John, and we'll be back after news and sports.
At the agency, and he is pushing back.
Let's have no illusions about what was really going on here. Those who have attacked the EPA and attacked me are doing so because they want to attack and derail the president's agenda and undermine this administration's priorities.
Several lawmakers from both parties have been calling for Pruitt to resign. And Ronnie Jackson is calling it quits, President Trump's pick for VA secretary, withdrawing his nomination amid allegations of misconduct, including crashing a government vehicle while drunk and prescribing controlled substances without proper documentation. President Trump stuck up for his personal doctor on Fox News this morning.
These are all false accusations that were made. These are false. They're trying to destroy a man.
Jackson also denies the allegations. Teachers are walking off the job in Arizona and Colorado today, demanding pay raises and funding back to pre-recession levels. Scott Goldberg, ABC News.
It is 10:31 and time for a WBEV News Update. Here's Craig Warmbold.
A new residential apartment complex on the north side of Beaver Dam is moving forward despite objections about resident safety from Fire Chief Alan Mannell. The city's plan commission yesterday signed off on the 82-unit multi-family development. Mannell advocated for sprinklers in spite of the rollback of a mandate that had required sprinklers in all multi-family buildings of 3 or more units. He noted 5 apartment fires in 3 years, resulting in 20 injuries and 3 fatalities. Mannell says the city should reconsider approval of all multi-family units. The current property owner is represented by Realtor Robert Ballwag, who said the chief's comments are, quote, of no significance and cited current state statute. Approval still required from the Beaver Dam Town Board and City Council. A Randolph man was sentenced yesterday to 27 years in prison and 12 years of extended supervision for molesting a young child. Chris Susek was painting the victim's home when the incidents began. The assaults took place over 2 years, ending in January of 2016. The 36-year-old must also register as a sex offender. It took a jury in Washington County less than 2 hours yesterday to convict a retired Slinger High School band director of felony sexual assault of a student by school staff. The verdict was handed down against David Henke on day 3 of his sexual assault trial. The incident occurred in September of 2000. During which he had sexual contact with an underage female band student that he had invited to his home. Henke faces up to 10 years in prison when he is sentenced in June. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and officials with Dodge County's only domestic violence shelter are using the occasion to raise awareness of the issue. Family advocate Sarah Savarino with People Against Violent Environments in Beaver Dam says their child advocacy program offers safety planning, counseling, and support groups to both victims of abuse as well as children affected by domestic violence. On WBEV's community comment this week, Savarino said that as a society, we need to better examine our behavior because children pick up on more than we realize. PAVE's crisis line, 800-775-3785. That number can be found on today's news page at dailydodge.com. State Representative John Jagler and Sheriff Dale Schmidt are hosting a program on human trafficking next month. Jagler says the community forum comes in response to news of a federal investigation alleging that 4 women were forced into prostitution at 2 Dodge County strip clubs. Jagler says his office has received a lot of calls since the story broke and says the program is an opportunity for people to have their questions answered and to learn more about what human trafficking looks like in Wisconsin. The forum will take place on Tuesday, May 8th at the Watertown Municipal Building. The Dodge County Blue Zones Project held a ribbon cutting yesterday. The newest work site to become Blue Zones approved, the Clearview Nursing Home and Health Facility in Juneau. We'll check sports right here in just a minute.
Have you seen these dating apps? Swipe right, swipe left. The app finds suitable matches and then you get the final say. The team at Richards Insurance will find suitable matches for your home, auto, life, and health insurance. Narrow down the field to the very best options and then you get the final say. So it's like matchmaking, but with insurance. Richards Insurance, 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you.
Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Ever heard of the saying, robbing Peter to pay Paul? If your homeowner's policy was bought based on price more than coverage, or on coverage more than price, you're doing just that. The perfect policy is one that gives you the coverage you need at an affordable price. You can pay too much for too little, and you can also pay too much for too much. Find the perfect balance at Richards Insurance, 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you.
Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Award-winning news you can count on, AM 1430 WBEV.
In sports, this is the guy the Brewers thought they were getting when they signed free agent Jhoulys Chacín. He pitched well for the second straight time while the Milwaukee Brewers ran their winning streak to 8 games in a row yesterday, beating Kansas City 6-2. The Brewers kept a firm grip on first place in the Central Division. Chacín allowed 2 runs in 5 2/3 innings, picking up his second win. Ryan Braun was 3 for 5, and Milwaukee put 4 runs on the board in the top of the 4th inning. The Royals cut the lead in half, but never caught up. Chase Anderson pitches for the Brewers tonight as they open a series in Wrigley Field against the Cubs, a game you can listen to on AM 1430 WBEV. Coverage starts at 6:30. The NFL Network is reporting the Green Bay Packers are planning to trade up from the number 14 pick in this weekend's draft. Green Bay has a league-high 12 draft picks collected, giving the team a lot of flexibility. If the Packers trade up, they would likely be aiming to get one of the 3 top defensive backs available. To show how seriously fans should take some of this talk, though, other draft experts think Green Bay will trade down. The first round of the 2018 NFL Draft starts at 7 o'clock tonight. You can listen to the Green and Gold Draft Special with ESPN's Jesse Nelson and WBEV WXRO Sports Director Kevin Haugen live from Mugshots in Randolph on 95.3 WXRO beginning at 7 o'clock tonight. I'm Craig Warmbold with this check of news. You see news happen, call our tip line at 885-4442.
Here's a look at your Weather Eye forecast powered by Weatherology.com. We'll see mostly sunny skies this afternoon with a high in the mid-60s. Winds out of the southwest around 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, a slight chance for some rain showers here, mostly cloudy skies, a low near 37, and west winds around 5 to 10. Friday, chance for showers and thunderstorms and a high around 54. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on your hometown station AM 1430 WBEV. Currently, it's 51.
And 10:38, time to go back to Brenda and the Idea Exchange.
And welcome back. We are into our final segment of the Local Dish with Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly and Bill Lyses. And we have been doing breakfast ideas for you. If you're just joining us right now, we made an omelet in a bag. Bill made the omelet in a bag. I made the omelet in the waffle iron. Then Bill made waffles, not using a waffle mix, but just using Gran's biscuits and top them with a few sprinkles, or you could push the sprinkles into the waffle before you bake it, or you could decorate these up however you wanted. Bill suggested a waffle sandwich with an egg and maybe a patty, a sausage patty. That would be great. I made the hash browns in the waffle iron using the hash brown patties. And now we're going to do our third competition here.
Yes.
Bill is going to make cinnamon waffle rolls. So Bill, why don't you show us that?
It's another easy little idea. Just use the cinnamon rolls in the tube again. I think I'm going to put 4 in here this time. And 1 to 2 minutes again. And then, if I roll these out, these will get a little bigger too.
Oh, sure, I bet. They would be more like a waffle size. And then, of course, the cinnamon rolls come with their own icing, or you could make your own icing if you wanted to do that as well. I am going to do puff pastry. So we're kind of doing more of sort of a sweet to kind of finish off the breakfast with the cinnamon rolls or the puff pastry sheets. Now, you get these in the freezer section. You get 2 puff pastry sheets to a package. And what I have done is thawed this out. I don't know if you can see this. We'll move this over here just a little bit. And you want to make sure that you, where the seams are, that you just kind of pinch that together so that it's not going to separate. You can make 1 large puff pastry and fill your waffle iron. I think that when I did this at home for my test run, it took about 2 of these sections and about 6 inches here. And then I just sort of angled the edges so that it would fit in my waffle iron. And this bakes up kind of like the elephant ears that you can get at the county fair. It's sort of light and flaky like that. And then you could just do cinnamon and powdered sugar, or you could do, so I'm just putting that in like so. And if I remember correctly, this took about 4 minutes. So we're going to let that heat up there. You could add strawberry jam to these, or again, the Nutella. You could just do powdered sugar sprinkled on it or cinnamon sugar sprinkled on it to give just sort of a light kind of a desserty sort of flavor. And again, if you're doing sort of a brunch or if you're making these for mom, it's really easy to pull this out of the freezer. You need to let it thaw. You could also make strips of the puff pastry. And let's see, there I cut these at about 1.5 inches, and they will make up into just little bite-sized sections. So after this one is done, we can show you that. A couple of tips when you are using your waffle iron: you don't want to ever overfill. So your waffle iron might have come like mine did with a measuring cup. You want to make sure that you use that rather than just pouring it in. Or if you're pouring it in, don't let it overflow, or you just will have one big mess out on your countertop. You also don't want to peak. You want to just make sure that that heat stays in there, and you cook it until it is completely done. And as I said before, we both said you can use some nonstick spray, or if your waffle iron, like mine says, do not use nonstick spray, then I usually try to stay away from that. And that worked perfect. In pulling, measuring for that.
I made that one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if you're just joining us, Bill and I are having a friendly competition because we want you to call in, or you can vote, and you can let us know what you liked best. If you like the hash brown idea, or using the grand so you don't have to make a lot of mess with mixing up and measuring and whatever. If you like the omelet in the waffle iron or the omelet in a bag. If you're cooking for a lot of people, the omelet in a bag is a great way to do that, because in a large pot you could do a number of them. Everybody gets to make their own, so if they don't like black olives, they don't have to put those in. And if you want just a lighter sort of a sweet ending to your Mother's Day breakfast or brunch idea, you can do the cinnamon rolls that Bill is doing right here, or the puff pastry that I've been doing. When you are done using your waffle iron, it's really important to clean it right after it's done so that it's ready for you the next time. And I know sometimes I'm kind of funny about that way, especially my microwave too. When I go to my children's homes, if their microwaves are usually just spaghetti, tomato sauce splattered all over, I usually like to wipe that up as soon as I'm done cleaning, or put something over the top of it. Same with the waffle iron. I make sure that I always clean it out afterwards, and basically all you have to do is let it cool, wipe it with a paper towel, and then keep it open until it's completely dry, and then you can put it away.
I just noticed that, Brenda, with mine. I should have probably wiped it. They stuck a little.
Oh, okay, yeah, and I have a little bit of the waffle or the hash browns on this one here, so I'm not sure how that will stick either. So, so a number of different ideas for you for Mother's Day ideas. You just need an adult to kind of help, because these waffle irons do get hot, but quick and easy ways, doesn't take a lot of ingredients. You can buy them all at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, and you can have a great Mother's Day way to say, Mom, we love you, with breakfast in bed for her. We need to take a quick break. I know mine is almost done here, but when we come back, we'll have it plated, and we're going to show you just how to kind of garnish and cap off your Mother's Day brunch idea. So stay right here. We'll be right back.
Tune into AM 14 WBEV for coverage of the Milwaukee baseball game this Sunday, and listen for the Columbus Family Dental Mystery Player of the Game. Listen to the morning show on WBEV the following Monday. Be the correct number caller when we ask who was the Columbus Family Dental Mystery Player of the Game. Get it right, and you will win 2 tickets to a Milwaukee baseball game. Be sure to listen this Sunday for the Milwaukee Baseball Mystery Player of the Game, brought to you by Columbus Family Dental.
Plan your next getaway with the ease and comfort Lamers Tour and Travel provides. Sit back and relax with luxury coach tours all over the United States. Check out their scheduled trips at lamerstour.com.
Give your home a new look. Whatever your painting project, inside or out, find everything you need to get the job done right at Mills Fleet Farm. All Valspar interior and exterior paint is 25% off. Enter to win the Home Paint Makeover giveaway. Grand prize, get every room in your home professionally painted for free. Or you could win a $1,000 Fleet Farm gift card, a Werner ladder, and more. Stop by your local Fleet Farm for details.
It's getting warmer outside and the deals are really heating up inside at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly on the beautiful east side of Beaver Dam. This week, Leslie, people can stop on by and pick up everything that they need, including a great deal this week on butter.
Oh my gosh, the deal is incredible. 1 pound regular or unsalted Country Delight butter, $2.49. They are doing a limit of 2 on that.
How about cheese? Do they have cheese?
They do have cheese. The Food Club American Singles chunk or shredded cheese, 3 for $5.
That is a good deal. And you know what? There's more great dairy deals because even Piggly Wiggly gallon milk is on sale.
That's right. 1%, 2%, or skim, just $1.99 for that gallon. And they're offering 8-count packages of the Value Time paper towels or 12-count double rolls Value Time bathroom tissue, $2.99 with card. Again, such a great deal, limited 2.
You can always find great deals throughout every aisle and every part of the store at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly on the beautiful east side of Beaver Dam.
Keep up with the latest in high school sports on DailyDodge.com. Brought to you by Kevin Carnine, American Family Insurance, and Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
All right, now back to Brenda and the Idea Exchange.
Ultimate Sewing Machine and Repair is now introducing the Eversewn Sparrow line of sewing machines. You can schedule a time with Daniel to demo an innovative new brand. The Eversewn Sparrow offers good quality and is user-friendly. It's a perfect lightweight choice for travel. There are 4 different models to choose from, and each one holds an attractive price point. The Sparrow line encourages all generations of crafters, sewers, quilters, and artists to take their creativity to flight. It will be love at first stitch. So call Daniel today at Ultimate Sewing Repair at 920-928-AULT. That's 928-2858. And we only have a little bit of time left, but we want to show you a quick and easy beverage idea that the kids can make. If you take a little bit of orange juice and you mix that with some cranberry juice, you're going to get a really delicious beverage. You can add a little bit of ice, and you have a really nice drink that makes it a little bit fancier than just the orange juice. And Bill, we've got about 3 minutes or so for you to show these really cute garnishes.
So these are some strawberry roses that you can garnish a plate with. I'm going to try to do one real quick here, and here's one I just put on a stick. And I call this a little kiwi turtle. That's real easy to make for kids, just with some green grapes and a kiwi. You cut the green grapes in half, and then I used a whole grape for the head and a couple cloves for the eyes. So I'm going to try to show you how to make one of these real quick, the strawberry rose. And the kids could do this with a plastic knife too, so they wouldn't hurt themselves. So you're going to slice down and kind of pull it out as you slice. Just kind of bend it out like that. And then you're going to go inside here and do the same thing, bend it out a little bit. And then I usually slice one down the middle. Oop, it's kind of falling apart. I did it a little too thin. But there you have it.
That is adorable. Really, really cute. And a fun way to just sort of garnish the plate. And as you can see here, Bill took just a bunch of grapes and added the rose to that. Or you could do these in a little vase, put it on a...
put this on a stick too here.
Oh, yeah. And I love the kiwi with the grapes and the little turtle. You could have that on the plate with any one of these. So we are just about out of time because we have a Brat Fry remote that we have to clue you in on, and we have a couple of partners who have to get their ads into the program this morning. But let's enjoy a little bit as we say goodbye. Remember, send your recipe so that you can win an apron. You can vote on your favorites. Let us know. You can call into the program tomorrow, and you can tell your friends to view this at dailydodge.com to get lots of great Mother's Day ideas. So which one are you going to try first, Bill?
I'm going to try the one I made over here. This one here.
I made that, just so you know. And I am going to try one of these because I did not make this at home. John Kraft, we'll send it back to you, and we'll see you next month, May 24th, or around the end of May, for our next local dish with Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly.
Brooks Shoes and Repair in downtown Waupun invites you to their spring sale on now through Saturday, April 28th.